Welcome to the Agenda Special channel. Enjoy watching Who is Liz Truss, a shapeshifter set to be UK's next Prime Minister. We will know on Monday, when the Conservative Party's vote count is announced, but all the opinion polls say the next Prime Minister of Britain will be Liz Truss, whose political journey began on the left, down with the monarchy. She cried, only to arrive on the right, as a hardline Brexiteer who has tried to channel the Iron Lady herself, Margaret Thatcher. Truss has held 6 ministerial posts under 3 prime ministers, including 11 months as foreign minister. Yet after her years of public service and a summer making her pitch to Conservative Party activists, many Britons confess they don't really know Truss. Not the way they knew Boris Johnson, former London mayor, newspaper columnist, colourful orator, serial prevaricator. When he took office just a few years ago, it's fair to say Truss is a shapeshifter. She fought for Britain to remain in the European Union before becoming a staunch defender of Brexit. Her supporters say she accepted the outcome of the 2016 referendum and got with the programme. Others say she's a weather vane, pivoting when it suits her advancement. She's been called ambitious by her critics. Truss responds that's what they always call women who rise. Truss is a reliable NATO ally and Ukraine supporter, talking tough on Russia and Vladimir Putin. She's led the charge on sanctioning oligarchs, many who had been living the high life in London. But she has stumbled. In a BBC interview at the start of the war, she endorsed, absolutely, the idea of Britons going to fight in Ukraine, a remark that the British defence establishment vehemently shot down. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov argued that Truss was a prime example of how the West didn't understand the basic geography of the conflict, after the British Foreign Secretary appeared confused in a February closed-door meeting about whether 2 territories, Rostov and Voronezh, were in Russia or Ukraine. British officials said that Truss had misheard Lavrov and that the alleged gaffe was Russian propaganda designed to distract from its aggressions. Don't forget to subscribe. While unpopular in Moscow, Truss is also not big in Brussels. She's seen as an agitator, an anti-Europe opportunist, who could make matters even worse in the rocky relationship between Britain and the 27-nation bloc. The jury is still out, Truss said last week, on whether French President Emmanuel Macron was friend or foe, a remarkable diss for one of the UK's closest trading partners. Macron responded, if the French and British are not capable of saying whether we are friends or enemies, the term is not neutral, we are going to have a problem. When she became foreign minister a year ago, there was hope in Europe that she might prove a fair partner, said Mujtaba Rahman, managing director for Europe at the Eurasia Group, a political risk research and consulting firm. Instead, she pushed forward plans for a unilateral rewriting of a key part of the post-Brexit agreement, the Northern Ireland Protocol, outraging European officials. The EU feels quite burned by Truss, Rahman said. She brings a massive trust deficit to the relationship from day one. In Washington, at least outside of diplomatic circles, there's not much of an official take on Truss. She wants a trade deal with the United States, which the Biden administration is in no rush to negotiate. The White House is also wary of her moves on Northern Ireland, winning over Tories with tax cuts if she gets Britain's top job. The 47-year-old Truss promises to slash taxes and boost borrowing, even as inflation soars past 10% and the Bank of England forecasts a protracted recession by year's end, alongside an energy price spike set to quadruple the heating bills for homeowners and businesses. No matter. This is not a general election but a selection by 200,000 or so Conservative Party members, about 0.3% of the British population, who are older, wealthier and 95% white, and more to the right than population. They are ones choosing between finalists Truss and Rishi Sunak, whose resignation as Chancellor of the Exchequer, or Finance Secretary, helped launch the revolt against Johnson. Truss's brother Francis told BBC in 2017 that his older sister was always confident and opinionated, and hated losing, even at Monopoly. She was someone who had to win. She would create some special system to work out how to win, Francis said. It seems she has, once again, figured out a path to victory. She's going to win. Because she's said the kind of things that Conservative Party members like to hear, said Jonathan Tong, a politics expert at the University of Liverpool. Namely, she's promised to lower taxes. That's like throwing red meat at Tory members, Tong said, whereas her opponent, Sunak, said the country first needs to tame inflation. It also helped Truss that, unlike her rival, she stayed loyal to Johnson, who remains popular with the grassroots, who already confess they miss him. If Johnson were on the ballot, he would have a good chance of winning. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a nice day.